Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 35 of Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. Given time. All right, then data disk. Temp vacuum activant. Oh, let's have it linked. Right, okay, it's working. Definitely working. So with the pressure regulator on and the this activant on, it will, given enough time, evacuate everything in this system. Given enough time, like I said. It won't work instantly, it will take a while. Alright, other consoles. So I'm going to want to also read the temperature and pressure inside of the chamber, so that I can adjust buttons like I'm some sort of like engineer or whatever, to make sure I don't go kablamo. So that will be a temp monitor. I'm going to put temp monitors here and here of such readouts. So I want to read the temperature and pressure inside the chamber and also the temperature and pressure inside the pipes. I also do care about the temperature and pressure inside the pipes. For that, I might just do a, not there. I might just do a pipe analyzer. So gold, iron, electrum. That would be a shortcut way to do it, because I care less about the temperature and pressure in the pipes, because the pipes can handle a lot more temperature and pressure than the room can. The room is prone to exploding. The pipes should not be. If I'm really reckless, like I could potentially... Do I have no more iron? How? Oh, no, it's just here. Actually, I'm going to need this. This. No, just make one. What are you doing? Change the recipe for oh, were you still making the one? Oh, I guess you were. Yeah, the pipes can handle like 300 times the pressure that the room can. I want windows to see, because it's pretty. I could have made it with like steel frames to be able to handle a lot higher pressure, but I don't actually want to overpressurize it, because then it will require a lot more joules to change the temperature anyway. So it's in my advantage not to put a ton of pressure or temperature into the system. I don't want to overload it with gas, because the more gas I add, the more heat I'm going to have to add to change the temperature of the gas. So I want to actually not overpressurize this system anyway. It's really in my disadvantage to do it. I just want enough gas in there to reach, you know, Waspaloy and Invar and Constantin and that kind of stuff. I don't want more gas than that, because then it's just difficult for me to manage. Yeah, I need an insulated pipe. How about I lower the temperature if I needed to? If I wanted to lower the temperature, I could either pull in noonday air from Mars, or alternatively, I could run, wall coolers in there. All right, let's a few more insulated pipes. Or I could also, another way to do it is to, like right where these pipes are, to have a volume pump, to have two volume pumps circulate this air the stuff in this pipe through vacuum with radiators, the same way I did my radiator coolant. And that would be, you wouldn't even need to do that. You could just put pipes in and have it. Yeah, I mean, there's ways to do it with, like, for no power if you wanted to. A long pipe from Mars to Venus? No, I don't think that will be viable. That would be not viable. I like the ingenuity. Ugh, I want these pipes yellow. All right, let me steal a yellow one. This is a 3-way corner, so it's going to be a 4-way junction. Once I'm done. Just straight there. So now a little bit of the gas will run through and display information on this pipe analyzer. As long as this pipe analyzer gets plugged in, which is pretty easy to do because it's sitting right above the plug. So now I can see, oh yes, it is 38 kPa and a temperature of whatever it is in K. So easy peasy. I have to translate that data, but I mean, that's not that bad. Yeah, you could use digital valves to change the input of the furnace. You could do it that way too. The thing is, I'm not that worried about the low temperature stuff. The low temperature stuff I could just do on this furnace here. If I wanted waspaloy, what I could do before I even heat up the system for that alloy is just to run it to run it and then do the rest. Waspaloy is 50 to 100 MPa, but very cold gas, a max of 527. But the thing is, my system will probably, if I don't turn on my wall heaters, it will sit at about less than 500 C. So waspaloy is actually very easy for my furnace to do. It's just all the other stuff that's harder because it requires heat. Hey, Daveco. But there's an argument to be made that, like, once this is hot, it's a little bit trickier to do waspaloy. And I agree, because I don't have cold input. But, you know, that would be an advanced project to do later on. Not what I'm doing now. Yeah, I just need to vent out the whole system and start over. And I have the capacity to do that. I would just need to reroute this pipe outside instead of back into my filtration system so I'm not filtering piping hot ridiculous gas into everything. But it would actually be, you know, I sort of have the foundation to do exactly what you say, which is like a system reset refresh. We'll get those plugged in. 2 glass for them. Yeah, I'll probably make a big thing of waspaloy initially, like you mentioned, so that I don't have to do it again. Go big once, and then I'll have a big old batch for the future. And its ingredients is just, you know, silver, nickel, lead. So on Venus, it's pretty sourceable. What the hell just turned on and off? Everything is off. But oh yeah, so here's the readers. So as you can see, the compare is saying, hey, turn on the vent, the active vent, because it's hotter than 775. So not that I could mess up such a simple circuit, but it is working, I can confirm. Actually, I could mess up such a simple circuit. Let's be honest now. But no, it does work. Hey! Exo Shisi. Ooh. What can I call you besides that? Because that is that's a tongue twister of a name. All right, let's get some additional heavy cables to plug everything in. And then I'll probably want to, as suggested, go for initial batch of waspaloy. Yeah, I could make waspaloy in an advanced furnace outside, just with a volume pump shoving gas in from ambient. That's true. I could have a totally separate furnace for waspaloy, and that would actually be very, very, very efficient. Because why reinvent the wheel? It doesn't need it. I'll be DJing just a sec. I hear the silence. YouTube's thing, like, just... Oh, no. It was just a long, silent song. Swanky. Yeah, maybe I should just do an advanced furnace outdoors for waspaloy so I don't have to add so much pressure. Because all the other things... Astraloy still requires, like, 30 pressure, I guess. So I'm not really saving me a lot of pressure. I don't know. I'm not really saving myself a lot of pressure. Anyway. So now these bad boys could turn on. If, you know, transformer was on. And they need to be set up to a gas sensor. Will the advanced blow up out there? I could just have the advanced furnace like in its own frame housing, like I did down here. Because technically, yeah, I could just stick the advanced furnace into a frame like this. The frame doesn't have an atmosphere. So your advanced furnace, yeah, there's ways to like game it, in other words. What was it doing? Oh my god. Gas sensor. Yeah, it's like being in stasis, exactly. Do I have enough heavy cables? I probably do. Pipes blow at 60. Yeah. That's why waspaloy is so difficult, because it's just over the pipe blowing. It's just under the pipe blowing amount. But, you know, that's why it's hard. Okay, there's my gas sensor. This is a complex thing, huh? All right, let's rename this chamber gas sensor. And chamber temperature monitor. Chamber pressure monitor. So now we have monitors for the chamber's temperature and pressure, so that we can hit vacuum if it ever gets overpressured, right? And once we set this up, I will reroute this with insulated piping to be able to vacuum in an emergency, so we don't blow out. And that's kind of why I wanted the vacuum, the air vent here, permanent, as a permanent installation as a security measure. So, worst case scenario, I can slam that button and we're good. Let me save, because I'm very paranoid about that now. Because I can see the back pressure regulator not keeping up, and it becoming a bit of a problem. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to add? If you guys can brainstorm for me. Hey, Y2K. I'm going to need glass, and for that I'm going to need silicon. So let me get outside and get some silicon. But if you can think of anything else, like, in this system that I'm lacking, other than maybe a backup coal Jenny, once the glass is set up, we'll do the evacuation stuff. I already have monitors for the tank pressure and temp. It's part of the pipe analyzer. Oh, are you kidding me? Serious? Just boo! Boo! Literally, I one freaking step outside, and it's like, nope. So dumb. Oh, right, the active vent. The active vent will be destroyed. I will have to replace it with a volume pump and a passive vent. Active vents burn up at like 200 C or something, or 200 C or something like that. Every time I step outside, without fail, it's like stupid storms. But that was to the second. That was like, is it good out? Nope. Like the Abraham Simpson meme. How do the outside ones work? I don't know. All I know is I've broken active vents in testing this system. That's all I can say. So let's put in a passive vent and a volume pump. The advantage of the passive vent and volume pump is better. It's more airtight. Anyway. And by that I mean, like, air can't, it acts as a, it stops air from flowing back. Unfortunately, volume pumps require a ton of power. Tank. I can also have the volume pump outside the chamber, so I don't need a console for it. It's another benefit. I can remove this console altogether. I actually might want monitors for monitors instead of a pipe analyzer for the chamber, because the pipe analyzer can be hard to interpret because it's in Kelvin, not Celsius. Yeah. Yeah. Let me in. Ugh. I mean, I know I'm at 50%, but still. I can hook up the data port to the tank, yeah, and just sell my pipe analyzer. The data port is there, so let's do that. You guys want that, I think, so I'm gonna do that. So I'll have 2 monitors there for that information. I'm going to interconnect everything, though, just so it's one big network and not severed networks. Crap, and I'm out of cables. And I can just sell the pipe analyzer to Robo, the Hobo Robo. He's a hobo because he's, you know, homeless. What was it doing? Cables. Cable. And that means this gets sold. And these things get broken down. So these I'm going to replace down here. Let's put these corners back. It frees up the nice view, though. So there's that. All right, let's stop the heavy cables. I know I never went for silicon, but this comes first. All right, so that's the chamber pressure temperature next to the vacuum. This needs to be reset up, so I'm just going to turn that off. Well, I don't even know what that's trying to do, because obviously it's not really plugged in anymore. Not yet. It's about to be. So I still want the volume pump to be able to be remotely controlled, because if I'm staring at the pressure and I see it going up, I want to be able to slam this button rather than have to run all the way over here and do this one. But I am going to want to remove these in lieu of insulated ones, because we're going to be using this system later on, and it needs to be insulated, because if it's not, it will be dropping super hot gas into my base here, which I don't want. So I'm going to set this up to actually evacuate outside. I'm not going to have it feed back into filtration, and I'm just going to eat the cost of losing some of the atmo that exists in the base already. Setting it up for long-term rather than for short-term. I already have a pressure sensor in there. But this could be sold. Yeah, we'll set it up for the long run. So I'm out of silicon entirely. I can't even make more insulated tiles. Pumps, whatever they're called. So I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick and give you over to Yoda. that felt good. Catharsis plus 40. Here comes the sun. Yeah, it's been hours since I've blown up. I did have a little oopsie today, but it wasn't me blowing up. It was me removing a frame that I needed. Like a dummy. Come on, silicon. Oh, here's water. There's silicon, oh, that's more water. Can't wait to see it in action. Watch it fail spectacularly, like my last one did. Even though I will say well, if that was the case, I could just load the one I had built already offline as a proof of concept and be like, all right, I built it. It'd be a lie, but no, I spent a few hours today building one. Oh, I have a chunk load bug. Yeah, no, it's loading now. Good. That's what you're scared about? Hey, that's what I'm scared about, man. You and me both. But I don't think it's going to happen because I did prototype this already. And I got my prototype up to like iron smelting temperatures, hotter than Venus is. So I just didn't wait around to get it any hotter because I had proved the concept that I got it hotter than ambient. All right, 44 is enough. If it works, can you get a copy? Yeah, I can share the save game. Oh, look, there was silicon. All right, note to self, there's silicon right next to the base. I like how this furnace is cooking, too. Well, actually, what is the temperature for silicon? Hang on. Silicon. It is... Oh, no, never mind. It's 600 and... Okay, forget it. I'm not going to be able to do that with ambient. 627C. Yeah, I could always share the save. Surely. Like I did in Oxygen Not Included. If you're wondering, my Oxygen Not Included series, when it concluded, I shared the save. Because why not? Oh, and also, I'm back on cam. Under blue light, pink light, red light, yellow light. Low light. I like low light. I really should optimize this stupid thing. There's not a good reason for it to be this slow. I've just built it poorly. Oh, that's the music. Oh, oh, panic. I was like, what is all that clicking? I flexed that I haven't blown up in a while. But actually, my my nitrogen looks quite high. I'm gonna pull the nitrogen filters because I don't have any redundancy or fail safes for that tank or any of those tanks. Whatever, just roll over. I don't care. I don't want to blow up. Why is it slow like that? Because it's slow because of the atmo in the available spot is lower. I could speed it up by doing a few optimizations. Did you really just roll back where I can never get you? I'll have to disassemble the... Darn it. I'm gonna need another locker. I also heard my silicon finish up, but I think it... Oh, no, it's still going. I think. What else am I waiting on? So I'm waiting on Windows. I could do the consoles that read the gas temp for the tank. Let's put those in now. I needed another locker like 5 streams ago. Yeah, you're completely, truly correct. I'm thinking that it would make most sense if everything was maybe here. What do you think about here? This works. So we'll have chamber over here and tank over here. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, there's my silicon. Yeah, you can put hard bags into backpacks for storage. So if you print up, the best way to do it is well, you could do jetpack basics, but space pack back would be really, really, really good storage. The hard suit space pack back would be better, but I need the upgraded thing for that. And you can nest your bags if you wanted. Storage is a rabbit hole. Yeah, I don't like nesting my storage only because then you have to just dig deeper to get things out of where you nested it. It seems like a good solution until it creates more problems than it ever solved. For my 2 cents. But I also, in this series specifically, I'm running real lean. And by that I mean I don't have a lot of extra stuff. And anything I have extra, I sell to Mr. Trader Face. So, running real lean. I have almost no extra ores. So, yeah, doing that. All right, let's get these plugged in. That's not the right thing. Data disk. So what was this? Temperature on the left. So tank temperature monitor. Tank pressure monitor. And then furnace small tank. Nope. That's not connected to the data. Is it not? Data comes out. Oh, no, it isn't. Right. I can most assuredly say it wasn't because it ran out of cables. I remember. Now it's connected. All right, there we go. What am I trying to do with this machine? Conquer the world, Pinky. All right, furnace, small tank. This is going to be a furnace. It's just a high-tech furnace. And furnace temp. Oh, I did that backwards. This is temp. And this is pressure. All right. So as you can see, the chamber is higher pressure than the tank, which makes sense. I did not pressurize the tank. Then I want to wire this thing up to be the volume pump thing. So let's rename the volume pump. Evacuate volume pump, or vacuum volume pump. I guess vacuum. That's a better word. Because left long enough, it would vacuum everything out. So let's search for vacuum. And then this is the vacuum console. Was that linked? Oops, don't do that. Yeah, it is linked. Okay. And let's make sure it works. It does. I saw it turn on. All right. Cool. Cool. This now just pumps into a nothing. So I'm going to need to make some more insulated pipes. So I'm missing the pipes that lead outside, and then I'm missing glass, and that would be it, I think. So let's do the pipes first. Yeah, seal the whole thing, seal the whole thing up, and then start doing the pressure tests. All right, so that's where the gas is going to go out. So I'm going to connect it like so. Like so. Voila. Now I just need a passive vent out there. I think I have one. Here's one. And a few more insulated tiles or insulated pipes so it's not right next to the window. And I have 2 glass downstairs, if I recall. Alrighty. No! I thought I could make it back in time, and I fat-fingered it. I wanted to turn on the trader. Well. Anything's blown up? Nothing's blown up. Nothing ever blows up here. That's such a lie. I just fell down the stairs. Yeah, I smashed my face through the glass to plant it. If only, right? Alright, cycle back, please. So I believe I need 6 glass. Let's see. I need 2, 4, 6, 8 total. I have 2 here, so 6. Yeah, 6 glass. And this is sort of like leftover waste. Eventually, the floors and plastic sheets will line the floors. The active vent can be sold. So I'll go sell that. Anything else here I can sell? This dead filter I can sell. This pollutant will switch with the dead filter, and I'll sell the dead filter. I should probably check all my filters again. Alright, so that's more or less a dead filter. Here's the digital pipe analyzer that I wanted, and out. It's possible to have monitor for atmo composition. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I would. The easiest way to do that would be to have the pipe analyzer that I just pulled out. Fine. I mean, the thing is, I already know what the Atmo comp analyzer is going to be. It's just Venus. It's just going to be Venus. It's not going to ever change. But I'll see. Well, I want to see the price of this thing, and then I'll not sell it. No, I just put the wrong thing in there. All right, pipe analyzer is it's worth $45. Yeah, you ain't. I'm not selling that to you. Give that back. That has Electrum in it. Why would I sell it to you? You're so cheap. You're a cheap bot. Very cheap bot. Hell, the Activent almost sells more than the pipe analyzer. That's just a joke. Oh, what else do I have? Carbon filters, pollutant filter. Done. Alright, so I'll have a pipe analyzer for the gas makeup if you want it. It's very cheap and easy to do. Alright, so that's the gas out pipe, the vacuum pipe. That smile where he never frowns, too creepy. Too creepy. He's obviously hiding something. So many dead bodies. So many dead bodies. So, the concept here is there is free gas exchange between the chamber and the tank, so its composition should be identical, more or less. There might be a little bit of lag time, but it's more or less going to be identical. So, I don't need two analyzers. I only really need the one. Oh my god, this is slow. He's smiling because he's cheating me? I know. He knows he's cheating me too. He's well aware of how much of a cheapskate he is, but he also has a perfect monopoly, so who am I to, you know, I'm in no power to complain. I do need some carbon dioxide, funny enough, so let's pull some CO2 from Atmo. And I'll have to keep an eye on that because that's liable to explode. So for me to get Atmo Compo, Zichon, all I would need to do is to move this bad boy over one. Oops. And then put this back. Keep walking into stuff. And the pipe analyzer. And now this tells me what the composition inside is. But let me get my ticking time bomb off. How much CO2 did I get? Only 2? Oh, okay. I can leave the ticking time bomb on a little bit longer. Yeah, that only comes out of the tank data, but the tank and the chamber free exchanges gas. So if I'm curious about the gas composition, it's basically true. Because I have the back pressure and the pressure regulators here, which freely exchanges gas between the tank. So whatever that says is yeah. All right, there. And then, of course, having done that, I've screwed up again the what is that cable? Is that just a cable that goes nowhere? Oh yeah, that is a cable that goes nowhere. I need to go upstairs and stop my carbon dioxide pull. But there, that was never going to be able to be plugged in. No blow up for the base. Alright, 6. Good. That's enough. What's left? What is left? hooking this back up to the vacuum and then making 6 glass, right? I think. Let's make sure that this is still... Yep. Because I uninstalled it. Oh, vacuum volume pump. All right. Really? You're telling me this filter that's been at 0 for like an hour is low? Cool game. Super useful information, that. All right, 2 of 8. Check the saves. Sure, that's smart. Last one was this minute. When it works constantly. When it doesn't work, it screws you so very hard. All right, filter, go away. Glass. I like how I can print glass before it even boots up. And thirst. Yeah, updating the filters to include all filters. I mean, if we have 4 filters in your suit, like imagine if you have 4 large filters. There's no way that missing 1 of 4 large filters is filters low. That is filters still ridiculous. You're good for hundreds of hours, not filters low. But of all the things that I'd want to be fixed in this game, that is like least amongst them. So I guess pick my battles. All right, we're glassed up. And hey, you subbed. Thank you. Well, here, if you want to see some absolute nutty big bases from someone that only really plays this in KSP, and I have never even seen you play KSP, head over to that channel, because I only play this once a week, and he plays it far more. So if you want more content, he's your man. Okay, I'm cheap, and that's all the flooring I'm going to be able to afford. What's left? This can turn on. I think we're good. I think all I need to do is hit the vacuum switch and wait for the pressure of everything to drop. Oh, also the pressure regulator. And wait for things to go. And let me save first, because folly to the person that thinks they're done. So I'm going to save, and we're going to have to remember that Venus 10 is like the test. So now, yeah, the pressure is dropping, the volume pump. The volume pump works much better when the volumes are large. It doesn't work so great when the volumes are small, but this is just how we built it. We built it to move a lot of stuff. Turn on all the logic. I don't want to yet, because I'm trying to vacuum things out, and if I turned on the logic, it would be doing the opposite. It would be pulling things in. It wouldn't hurt, however, to have a light or two. So while that is vacuuming out, I'm gonna go get a light. Or 2. A collab. Given that he's on Australian time and I'm on North American East Coast time, as you well know, Cheese, collaborations are tough. They're very, very tough. My schedule is like, you know, it's tricky. Yeah, he has cool bases and hilarious commentary. Yeah, my little bases are like tiny little efficient smart micro homes. Ekin Braves are like massive behemoth high complex bases. Late game, you know, mine are basically early game bases where I putz around and kind of like make moderate improvements here or there. And his bases are like skyscrapers. So therein lies the difference. No music, no. Bad music. I really need to curate like an ambient list. Need to get off my butt and finally do it. Let's do an angled light here. I think that would light this part up good. And maybe one here. But that's going to be wired up to like just whatever cables are above. Let there be light. That's one of two lights. I have no idea what network this is, but I'm gonna steal power. Probably just default base.
Jetpack low.
There. So now it's illuminated. We're down to like 20-ish kPa. So much lower than it was. It was at 100 something. I do want to pull it all the way as far as I can tolerate weighting down. Because the lower it goes, the easier it will be to heat things when it comes time to heat things. My power, everything else is fine. Turn off the traders. All right, was that light on the trader? Oh no! All right, that one's not gonna work. It's on the trader cable. I figured that was the case right when I turned off the trader. It's like the one cable that I couldn't use. Like, I could use this one, just not that one. Because it's the only one that ever really turns off. To be fair, like, I generate a lot of power now. I probably don't need to min-max the, like, whatever, 600 watts it is to turn on the trader. But I like to just power down the base so that bot sits out there, all forlorn and whatnot. Brings me a little bit of joy. Yeah, there's a lot of chatter on Discord for Stationeers at Kim DeBrave, so if you ever want to hop on and give your 2 cents, because you would be somewhat of an expert, I'm sure your input would be most appreciated. Because we're constantly sort of, it's not quite like the chatter you're going to find on the Stationeers Discord, which is legit chatter. But we mull things over. We're not much of a brain trust, though. Unless you expect the brains to be small and smooth. Hey guys, look what I'm making. Look at this. A locker? I'm making a locker? Yeah, trader and everything associated is ultimately like 1.5k kilowatts. So there's a good reason for it to be on its own, like, little I can turn you off setting. I think I calculated mine at like 600 or so, but you could be right. I haven't recalculated it. I know, lockers, right? Let's get let's get some floors and frames. So I can actually put these things down. And then I'm even gonna put like floors down. I'm gonna make things look pretty while I wait for things to become vacuum. Or close to vacuum. I might not wait for full vacuum because I don't need to. But close works. Do I have batteries in this thing? Yes, I do. And I could even move everything downstairs, locker-wise. I know we didn't vote for this project, but I don't think I'm going to have a lot of vocal dissent of adding storage down here, as I have had an embarrassing lack of it for a long time. Did I set... How wrong did I... Yep. No, actually, that's not wrong, right? That's just recessed, but it's not... It doesn't disappear. I thought it would disappear into the wall, and that's why I was laughing. Now I have a place to put all my dead bodies. I put dead bodies in the basement. That's the implication here. With my luck, I'm just going to start painting. All right. Is it? Yeah, it is glitched into the wall. Let me just fix that. It doesn't look so right. If I'm going to set up lockers after all this time, it's got to be ones that aren't glitched into the wall. So there we go. Don't trust the glitch. Hey, glitch is fine. A little glitchiness is no problem. I'm gonna make 2 more lockers too, if I have the iron. I hope I do. Yep, 2 more. Hey, Sether, or Seth45er. Thanks for the follow, and welcome. Whoa, whoa, calm down. I know. I'm just getting the lockers out now. And then there's going to be a 3rd one. It's so crazy. I'm going to have no organization down here, though. Project Zomboid intensifies. All right, how are we doing? Oh, yes. So the tank is empty. And now it's just the chamber itself that needs to be evacuated. Right on. Empty tank. All right, so the one I just made is going to be my my farm box, of which I have like 1 seed each. I can also start to do a if I want to run water down there, I could start to do a mushroom farm down here. Well, I would have to turn off the lights and stuff, so maybe not. But this will store my seed bank. This doesn't even sound like music. Oh, well, the song was called Hypnosis, so maybe it wasn't music. Is any of you getting sleepy? The other thing is, like, I don't know if I want my fancy alloys down here, because I would need to run down here every time I want to access them, but I don't know. Well, so I might want shelves. That was suggested. Who suggested shelves again? Someone suggested shelves above the craft table. It was, Droiden? Ah, I remembered who it was. Can I pat myself on the back? It took me a minute, but I remembered. I remember Droiden. I said it before you said me. Well, at least on my screen. I don't know about your screen, because of, like, lag time and round trip. And that concludes episode 35 of Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com has the information you need. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell, everybody.